Hey everybody, so today we're going to go over the Angle Relationships Worksheet number 1. So we're going to jump right into it because I think I can do this before the bell rings. Let's find out. Alright, name two acute vertical angles. So acute is less than 90. Vertical are angles, non-adjacent angles formed by intersecting lines. So we have to go by how it looks in this case. We don't have any numbers. So if you look at it this way, you can tell this is less than 90, therefore this would be acute, this would be acute. These are vertical to one another, so angle EKH and angle FKG. And remember, you could reverse those letters and it's totally fine. It could be HKE and GKF and it would mean the same thing. Name two obtuse vertical angles. Well, if these are acute, these would be obtuse. So EKF, angle EKF, and angle HKG. Name a linear pair. There's a few different answers for this. We're going to go ahead and do this one. So HKE and then EKF. I'll remind you, a linear pair are basically adjacent supplementary angles. They're going to form a straight angle. Name two acute adjacent angles. So this is definitely acute. And if this is acute, I would say that this is also acute. If you rotate, it's a little easier for me to tell actually. So JKG, angle JKG, and then angle GKF. Name an angle complementary to EKH. So EKH is here. This one's a tough one. So the only angle that could be complementary, just by the way it looks, would be the smaller one here, right? Remember, complementary means they add up to 90 degrees. So angle JKG, angle JKG. All right. Number 6, name an angle that's supplementary to FKG. So FKG is here. So supplementary to that would mean it adds up to 180 degrees. So FKG, you have two options. You could do this one or you could do that one. We're going to go ahead and do this one. So EKF, angle EKF. Find the measures of an angle and its complement if one angle measures 24 more than the other. So this would be one angle and the other one's 24 more than that. So 24 more than that would be x plus 24. And if they're complementary, that means they add up to 90 degrees. So let's go ahead and solve that. So combine the x's. You have 2x plus 24 equals 90. We're going to subtract 24 from both sides. And that's going to give us, what, 66 degrees? 2x equals 66 degrees. Yep. And then divide both sides by our coefficient, which is 2. So x would be equal 33. Okay. The measure of a supplement of an angle is 36 less than the measure of that angle. So similar to this problem. So one angle would be unknown, the other angle would be 36 less than that. So x minus 36. And together they're supplementary, which means they add up to 180 degrees. So go ahead and solve that. So 2x minus 36 equals 180. We're going to add 36 to both sides. And that will give us 2x equals 216, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, sure it is. Divide by 2. And x would be equal to 108 degrees. Okay. Number 9, I'm going to use this figure here. If RTS is 8x plus 18, find x so that, oh, the notation didn't work here. It should be RT is perpendicular to PS. I'll go ahead and write that in. So RT, so TR actually, I should write the notation that way too properly. So ray TR, or if you write it that way, no, let's do it this way. TR, I like it that way better, is perpendicular to PS. Okay. So RTS is this one here. This is 8x plus 18. RTS, for any PC gaming fans, real-time strategy. Obscure reference there. And we're going to solve for x. So we know if this is perpendicular, this would be a 90-degree angle. So we're going to set this equal to 90 and solve for x. So 8x plus 18 equals 90. And let's go ahead and solve for x. We're going to subtract 18 from both sides. That does not look like an 18. What's going on there? So 8x would be equal to 72 degrees. And then divide both sides by 8. And x would be equal to 9. Okay. This last one got cut off. So we're using the same picture. So if PTQ is equal to 3y minus 10 and QTR is y, find y, so the PTR is a right angle. Okay, so PTR here is a right angle, so they're telling us that. I'm going to use a red marker for this one. So PTQ is this one. That'd be 3y minus 10. And QTR is y. It's a right angle, so these two would add up to 90. So we're going to head, I know this is not the best, but we're going to use this section here. So these two would equal 90 degrees when added together, so we can solve for y that way. Alright, so 3y minus 10 plus y equals 90. That's going to give us 4y minus 10 equals 90. We're going to add 10 to both sides. So 4y equals 100. We're going to divide by our coefficient, which is 4, and y would be equal to 25. Okay, last part. Here we go. Determine whether each statement can be assumed from the figure. So we have a notation here. Okay, WZU is a right angle. So WZU is a right angle. Yes, we can because of the notation. Notation is our reasoning here. YZU and UZV are supplementary. Let's take a look at that. So YZU. So YZU is here, and UZV are supplementary. Yeah, this forms a straight angle. So yes, they would be. And then VZU. Where's VZU? So VZU is this one right here. Okay, so VZU is adjacent to YZX. Let's use a red marker for this one. So YZX. Are those adjacent? No, they're definitely not adjacent. They'd be vertical, but not adjacent. Alright, so that concludes the first worksheet, and we managed to do it just in time. Awesome. Alright, thanks guys. I hope that was helpful.